I just want to share with my brothers today the caliber of Ibrahim alayhi salam once it came to inviting his father and his people to Islam, to Tawheed, to monotheism. Using the kalima, using the word. And this is something that we need to adopt here, because in America, da'wah, using the kalima. هذا jihad. And once the word jihad is mentioned, harb, fighting, la. Actually, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala called this jihad kabir. وَجَاهِدْهُمْ بِهِ جِهَادًا كَبِيرًا. Bihi here goes back to the Quran. And wage jihad against them, O Muhammad, with the Quran. And Allah called it a great jihad. Jihad al-kalima. How can you transfer the truth that you have to someone who does not believe in it without losing your temper? With kindness, with peace. Jihad. Because this requires a lot of self-control. He may harm you with a word and you still smile. Ibrahim alayhi salam began with this type of jihad with his people. Jihadul kalima. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blesses you with the truth, the first people whom you want to follow that truth are the closest to you, your family members. And in this case, Ibrahim alayhi salam. In the case of Ibrahim alayhi salam, his father was the one. His father used to make the idols. Now he is supposed to call him to Islam. And this is a message. If there's something that you come out of the khutbah today, but this is what I want. This one right here. That's it. Look how Ibrahim alayhi salam called his father to the truth. Because I call upon our youth, a lot of our youth, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blesses them with the truth. They become aware of the Quran and the Sunnah. And they see their parents are not following the Quran and the Sunnah. And here is how they want them to follow the Quran and the Sunnah. They approach them in a very harsh way. He would speak to his father in a very bad way, because he's not following the Quran and the Sunnah. La. You're supposed to invite your father with kindness. Here is Ibrahim alayhi salam approaches his father. And amazing, brothers, if you just read Surah Maryam, the portion that talks about Ibrahim. وَاذْكُرْ فِي الْكِتَابِ إِبْرَاهِيمَ, and mention in the book Ibrahim. إِنَّهُ كَانَ صِدِّيقًا نَبِيًّا. He was truthful and a prophet. Look. إِذْ قَالَ لِأَبِيهِ يَا أَبَتِ لِمَ تَعْبُدُ مَا لَا يَسْمَعُ وَلَا يُبْصِرُ وَلَا يُغْنِي عَنْكَ شَيْئًا. Ya abati, my father. This is what we would call now daddy. Abi. This is how we called him. He's kafir. Why, my father, do you worship an idol that does not hear, does not see, nor it will help you? Ya abati inni qad ja'ani min al-ilmi ma lam ya'tik. My father, Allah has blessed me with some knowledge that you do not have. You have a lot of knowledge, my father, but I got a portion that you do not have. فَاتَّبِعْنِي أَهْدِكَ صِرَاطًا سَوِيًّا. Follow me, my father. I will guide you to the straight path. Again, he said, Ya abati, daddy, abi, my father. Ya abati la ta'budi shaytan. My father, my daddy, I don't want you to worship shaitan. إِنَّ الشَّيْطَانَ كَانَ لِلرَّحْمَنِ عَصِيًّا. Shaitan was disobedient to Allah. We know the history of shaitan. يا أبت إني أخاف أن يمسك عذاب من الرحمن. My father, I'm afraid for you. I fear the punishment of Allah, the most merciful, on you. فَتَكُونَ لِلشَّيْطَانِ وَلِيًّا. You become a follower of shaitan. Have you ever seen a sweet way of speaking to your father? Again, I'm talking to the youth whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed with the knowledge of the Quran and the Sunnah. Don't be harsh with your parents. Call them to the truth with kindness. Call them to the truth with kindness. In spite of this, brothers and sisters in Islam, look at the reaction of the father. Harsh. قال أراغب أنت عن آلهتي يا إبراهيم. Ibrahim, you don't like my gods? You don't like my idols? لئن لم تنته لأرجمنك. If you do not stop speaking to me, I will stone you to death. Or you have another option. وَاهْجُرْنِي مَلِيًّا. Leave me for good. حتى مع هذه, even with that reaction. Look how Ibrahim alayhi salam reacted to his father. قَالَ سَلَامٌ عَلَيْكَ. Peace to you. Peace. In spite of that peace. فهكذا. This is how we should approach our parents, our family members, once we want them to follow the Quran and the Sunnah. I want to say one last statement. Sometimes you may have the truth, but the way that you deliver the truth turns it into a falsehood. Having the truth is one thing. The delivery is another thing. ادع إلى سبيل ربك بالحكمة. Call to the way of Allah with wisdom. Call and wisdom. فنسأل الله سبحانه وتعالى أن يلهمنا رشدنا كما ألهم إبراهيم. ونسأل الله سبحانه وتعالى أن يجعلنا من هؤلاء الذين يدعون إلى سبيله بالحكمة والموعظة الحسنة. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم.